Hello fellow academics and welcome back to the Iron Lakes. Today we're gonna focus on making more food using the hydroponic gardens. The hydroponic gardens in the food section are basically just some indoor gardens, so to speak. What it does is it converts water into food. So we need to ultimately just keep it close to our water supply to make it as efficient as we can. And I'm thinking we're just gonna dynamite that area up here and turn all of this, or flatten all of this out to, make some more food, just like I promised. So let's quickly put all of that in, set everything to the very highest priority. We are now producing an okay amount of planks. Last time we had finished the iron mine, which is good. This gives us a more constant supply of iron, but it also needs gears and treated planks, and I had completely forgotten about that. However, we also had put in 4 additional gear workshops, 3 additional plank workshops. We do have 1 treated plank workshop down here, so in the long run we probably need a second one of these. But for now, with 250 treated planks, we're in an okay spot, I want to say. Having said that, let's immediately actually do this, because we're also trying to save up for the the good stuff, right? The final monument, in the hope that we will, finish this game, so to speak. All right. Already putting in dynamite without having access to the wooden stairs. Wooden stairs are back in, so now they should be able to get up here as well. And I think that is also what they will focus on first. We do have 2 more unemployed bots because we just destroyed one of these lumber mills. But again, I think that will be fine. I am debating if we should actually remove one of these gear workshops and replace that with another industrial lumber mill, but I think for now we'll be okay. So what we are going to do is we're going to switch out our regular beaver in our treated plank in our wood workshop to create treated planks for a bot, which will hopefully help us. Also gonna want to check on the pine resin. We're a bit low, which means we probably need a few more pines to, work our magic in the long run. And I think this is where this comes in. But for those of you who have seen the last episode, this is what I used to kill 3 of my beavers. So we're gonna be a bit more careful and definitely make sure we have quite a few planks in storage. All right. So let's see. They have now put in all the dynamite over here. So let's detonate this away. We're actually gonna keep the staircase because the hydroponic farms can be stacked on top of one another. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Hydroponic garden. Put one here. Learned science, easy peasy. One in this direction and one in this direction. Reason why I'm doing this, it actually only has 2 recipes. So let's put in 1 for mushrooms and 1 for algae. And then put in our little platform that will allow us to build on top here. Now, with that, I think we're in a pretty okay spot over here. They're already putting in the metal blocks. It does need gear and planks. Still a little bit low on the planks, but working on it. How's this going? We actually haven't high prioritized this, so let's definitely do that. Our gears are kind of slowly recovering, but not fully. And that is because our mine in the back there still needs the gears. So gears and treated planks to actually create scrap metal. So for now, let's keep an eye out on our scrap metal. We do have 270 almost in storage, which is a good amount. But yeah, ultimately we will run out. So we'll definitely need to significantly improve or significantly stabilize our gear production. Quick sip of a brew. Just to, get some more energy to get our beavers going. Still waiting mostly on the, well, not mostly, still waiting on the gears and the planks. And the same will be happening over here. Alright, let's think about how we can speed this up. We're not only short on gears and planks, we're also short on logs. Which means maybe we should consider putting in another lumber area that we potentially could combine. We could just expand the area back here to allow for the planting of more trees, but we're a bit far away from the water here. Alternatively, and I think this might be a little bit better, we could lower this area over here to the same level as this one, and then create another lumber area right there. And you know what, let's just do that. So we're gonna put down some dynamite, level 3 dynamite for these areas. Actually, also means, just to make it a bit more homogeneous, we should also just blow up that little piece up there. Also, just to make sure our beavers can get to everywhere, gonna do that. We do have plenty of the extract. We also have plenty of explosives. So overall, that is not bad, not bad. Okay, we do still have, we do have one beaver over here instead of a bot, so let's switch that out. Still waiting for this to be done. Just waiting on some more gears, and the gears are waiting on some more planks. Doesn't seem like they're waiting on too many of those. All of this is already in. Let's explode this. Remove the staircase, and then fill the rest up with our level 3 dynamite. So this will blow a significant hole into that entire area, which means we also want to put down level 2 dynamite over here. And we want to move over here to allow us to place, again, level 2 dynamite to make that a nice square area. I'm pretty sure our iron teeth beavers very much appreciate a square area for one reason or another. And there are actually some planks over here. Oh wow, this completely dried out now. Interesting. So we didn't make it through the entire dry season, but look at how much water we have. We're definitely okay in terms of water, and there's still a good amount of water over here to hydrate our farms over this side. So overall, I think we're doing pretty okay. Okay, so what were we doing? We're trying to put this in, and that is in. Let's switch it to a bot. So now we have another treated plank production facility. Our planks are slowly going up. Our gears are like, can't say they're going up, but they're, keeping level. Let's put all of this on the highest priority, just so we can fix our wood problems. We do have 2 more bots available now that we can place in somewhere. And I think we're also gonna replace our tapper in the tapper shack. That will help, I think. And the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait until we have enough bots to make this happen, to turn this into a productive facility that is completely run by bots, because ideally I don't want our beavers to have to work underground. Next thing, we're also going to line this up, because if we're gonna turn this into a bot facility, we should at least consider putting our charging stations somewhere over there. And the easiest way to do this is, well, not necessarily the easiest, but a good way for us to do this is putting a few more water wheels in here. And what we're gonna do next is then put just levees in this direction. Level 2, level 1. And that will allow us ultimately to... I kind of want to put these on the other side. Reason is, and you'll see that in a second, we will actually not need any of these pieces, any of these platforms. If we're gonna go ahead, so we need 2 space, 1, 2, so one will be, I don't want the levee to be destroyed, but the path. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then one over here. Put in our large power wheels, and I miscalculated. Of course I did, because, you know, it's me. So let's remove this path, and then this path. And then we're gonna put in our large power wheels right there. We're not gonna connect these up. Instead, we're going to put in our pathways right here, and then put in more paths just along this side. That will then ultimately allow us to put in our charging stations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. Connect this up with a path, and then our bots should be able to very easily recharge, even though we have more charging stations here. With an increase in bot population, I think we will need more. Just more. Alright. Good. Water pumpers are pumping again. Otherwise, everything is filling up again, which is also good. And let's have a look at our hydroponic farm. We should actually keep this, because this is the main goal of this episode. So we should keep this on the highest level, or highest importance level, or as high as we can. So they only reach until here, so they won't be able to tackle these trees. They will though. Are they... Ah, that entire area is not marked for chopping down. And here we go. This will definitely help us. I am debating if we should move those 2 lumberjacks, maybe put them over here. This way they should be able to reach up this way, but I think overall it'll be fine for now. Now this should produce a lot more energy, and it does, 600 compared to the 150. I guess there's water kind of flowing in here. So we could consider putting a little path around this, but no, that's already normalizing, so I think we're fine. But these power wheels, those 3, or actually all of these, will definitely massively help us with power production in our colony. Alright. What's the problem with you? Underneath actually doesn't have a road access, so we have fixed that now. Algae are produced at the bottom. We do have a lot of bots that are doing nothing, so immediately being replaced with bots, which should give us mushrooms and algae. The algae are needed for the rations. The mushrooms are needed, so in our fermenting stations. We do have the canola oil and soybeans for the fermented soybeans. Why are you flooding? Interesting. Quick flood, already over. So one of the recipes down here is actually fermented mushrooms. So we finally fill up this last gap, put in another fermenter, set that to fermented mushrooms, and at the same time immediately replace that with a bot. Do you need more than 4 soybeans? Maybe. Where are our soybeans? Here. So we should consider expanding our soybean area, production area. Okay. Let's actually have a quick look. One of the reasons why I wanted to have this here is so we can finally go ahead and put another swimming pool, actually closer, much closer to our beaver population. So let's look in here. Well-being, swimming pool. Fits in perfectly, 2 even, once we blow down this area right there. And I am going to set this up to be as low as we can go over here. But that also means if we want to plant more soybeans, we need to move over this direction or get rid of these berry bushes. And I think we're going to get rid of the berry bushes, since we don't actually need those excess berry bushes over here anymore. Still have our berry production in this corner. We're actually a bit low on berries. Interesting. We have plenty of coffee, so I think we're going to replace some of our coffee plants with berry bushes. Because we still need the berry bushes for our beaver production, even though we're slowly switching it out completely into robots, and it will be beneficial for them. Even blue light powered, which will absolutely help the growth of these food sources for one reason or another. All right, we do actually have power supply over here, which means we could even put our food production that we need. So this one is making the corn rations. We do actually have eggplants, right? Do we not have eggplants? We don't have eggplants, so we need some more area to actually plant eggplants. Not entirely sure why this part is not green, even though water is right here. Anyways, let's plant some eggplants. Let's get this going. Just all the way over here. And then this can be additional soybeans, like we had planned. And that should give us everything that we need. So corn rations are made in here, but there's also the algae rations that we can build or make. And I think they would fit in perfectly in this corner. Which means we need to get power up there. Which means in order to get the power up there, we would need to kind of get behind there. And one thing that we can actually do, and I've never done this before, but I think it will actually be quite cool. Just gonna blow out a path through here, which will allow us to bring a power shaft from this piece underneath our food production area over this way. And while we're at it, we're gonna add a staircase over here as well. Okay, I prioritize this. I'm starting to high prioritize everything, just like the real civil engineer. Too far away. I should have looked at this before. I'm waiting until these are in, because that will definitely help us getting everything level basically, and ultimately flatten this area out completely. All right. So this is almost completely in. Can already detonate that part. Put in a staircase right here. We now have 100 planks, which is good. We're also starting to recover from our gear shortage. And we're definitely making an excess of treated planks. We're running a bit low on our scrap metal. So that is something that we need to keep in mind. We do have 4 bots, so let's switch these out. Gear and treated planks are okay, right? 400 treated planks definitely fine, gears is fine. So that should help us produce all the scrap metal that we really need. Alright, all of this is in now. Please beavers, stay away. Don't want to lose that bit of planks and, you know, other material. So we're gonna delete this and have them pick it up. So now we can blow out of all of this away. And then we can blow all of this away. Delete that staircase. Set this to be just picked up. And just because we like to, we're just gonna... actually, we're gonna flatten all of this out, not just because we like to, because we said we would. And I have almost forgotten the one piece where our staircase was on. That also obviously needs to be blown away, and we can definitely reach that very easily. So let's do that. I prioritize all of the rest of the explosives as well. And I'm pretty sure we need the path to go in the back here, so our beavers can wrap this up. Alright. They have put all of this in, so let's detonate that part. And we're going to add our shafts in right away. Turn this up. And I'm thinking we need the top connector part, just like that, which should allow us to then put levees on the rest. Now I'm going to set everything to high priority so that this just gets done. I'm going to connect the path over here, and that should allow us to place our food factory right there, and it's perfectly connected in the back. Awesome. Okay. That is the one thing that I will definitely want to finish. We should have the... Nope, this one's not in yet either, so let's high prioritize this as well. Again, high prioritizing basically everything just to be on the safe side. They have put all of this stuff in here, which means we can detonate that as well. And then we're just gonna connect this up over this way. Give it a bit more space. And importantly, we're also going to add a bit more... all of that is actually green. But still, by the looks of it. Gonna add a little lake area in the center here as well. If you can't tell yet, I do like lakes. I mean, who doesn't? So let's do that. Connect this up all the way up here. And then we will place our forester. Actually, we're gonna utilize that area. Gonna put some platforms on top, which ultimately will help us. and then turn that into a path. Right. Oh, this is already in. Algae rations. Here we go. Still waiting for the rations. It does need canola oil, which makes me think we should replace our canola oil person with a robot. Nope. We currently do not have an unemployed robot, but that will happen soon. He's just sat around now anyways, because we're still waiting for the algae to produce. Now this should actually, yep, the first mushrooms are in. We're already making fermented mushrooms, so this is awesome. Now we do need some storage for this. So let's put a fermented mushroom storage just on top of here. And here we go, fermented mushrooms. Connect this up. Just needed one more. I prioritize both of these. And then we can also check, and this is the reason why they haven't finished building this up here yet. There was one piece of path missing. Alright. So we do have food storage for the fermented mushrooms. The next one that we need is for the algae rations. And we could actually place that in that corner right here. Or actually just next to our kohlrabi storage, because, well, why not? So turn this into our algae rations, eggplant rations, algae rations, here we go. And we do have now one unemployed robot. And I forgot what I wanted to set the... Oh, right. The canola oil production. Here we go. So this is automated now as well. Going to semi-high prioritize this part here, and then these. I guess they can actually be just on normal priority, because we'll need to plant the trees first anyways. And we're also going to set the entire area here to be planted with oaks. All right. Wood production is slowly recovering, not fully. We do have 128 gears in stock now, 210 planks, so that has kind of recovered. Definitely need to set the platform here to the highest priority so they can finally use that charging station as well. They're already using a good amount of that, of those charging stations, which again makes sense. So I think is overall looking pretty good. So quick talk about this. We've created the algae production, we've created the mushroom production. We've put the algae person right next to the hydroponic garden. And once the first algae come in, which should be in a day and a bit, he can actually start producing food. We're back to 1,000 food, which is good. They also have actually cleared up this. So let me go ahead and put in some berry bushes, like I said. So we're also recovering a bit more for this. They've also completely cleared out this area. So let's put in our soybeans as well, just to get a bit more production out of it. And we definitely don't have a problem with water anymore, which is awesome. They're still interesting. They put in the lumberjacks, but none of the others. Okay, I guess why not? I am going to pause you. Going to pause you too. Going to pause you, because I do not want you guys around when I'm about to blow this part up. Still in the middle of the drought. We have a good amount of water left, so I'm not too worried about any of this. There we go. That is in. Let's detonate. Water is rushing in. Gonna place our level 2 platforms in there, put a path on top, and again, high prioritize this. To then unpause our forester once it is actually connected. Alright, it's nice to have resources again, because that means they can build stuff a lot faster now, which is good. Well, I think so at least. We have actually created our first algae, and they're immediately gone. Awesome. I knew they were popular, or were gonna be popular. I didn't think they were quite gonna be this popular. I prioritized the medium warehouse to store these as well. Just again to be on the safe side over here. What's going on here? I forgot to connect this up. So let's quickly do that. I prioritize just so, you know, don't need to think about this anymore. Last bits and pieces come in here as well. And I did just notice I forgot 2 areas of oaks in the corner there. So immediately fixed. And he is already planting oak trees. Good. We're using up more and more energy, but we're also producing more and more energy, so that is good. Maybe we do need another round of these, just to stay on top of things. But otherwise, I want to say we'll end the episode here. We've massively increased our food production. We're in much better shape now again. We already have like 200 algae rations. Because keep in mind, they produce 120 every single time they make some. No, that's not true. They produce 6 per 15 minutes. Wow, that's insane. So we should be fine with food. We're definitely fine with water. And now I think it will be time... Oh, I just saw this. Had to end the episode with some more explosions. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. If you didn't, leave a comment. Please let me know what you want to see me do or change in order to make this more interesting. Otherwise, I would appreciate if you'd subscribed. Thank you everyone, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.